Good morning, students. Today we are up with a new chapter of geography, that is natural vegetation and wildlife. In your book, it is given as chapter number 6 of geography. Okay, so let's start the chapter. Now, what is a natural vegetation? Okay, natural vegetation refers to the garment of plants and trees that exist in the area before it is used modified by man for activities such as farming, mining, lumbering, and industrial, economic, and urban development. Okay, so in simple words, we can understand it as the plants and the trees which is grown by itself through the nature can be termed as natural vegetation. Okay, we need natural vegetation because it helps as humans and animals. People use natural vegetation for food, building materials, etc. So these are the uses of natural vegetations. Okay, animals such as herbivores use it for food also. Now, natural vegetation is divided into three parts. First is grasslands, second is forest, third is shrubs. Now, what are those three? Let's study in brief. Okay. First is what are forest. A forest also refers to a wood or the woods in an area with a high density of trees, as with cities depending on various cultural definitions. Tree forests cover approximately 9.4% of Earth's surface, though they once covered one more. They function as habitats for organisms, hydrologic flow modulators, and soil conservers, okay, constituting one of the most important aspect of biosphere. So, what is forest? Forest is referred to as a wood or the woods in an area with high density of trees. Means so much trees present at a place can be termed as a forest. Okay, as with cities, it depends on the various cultural definitions. Now, why these forests are important? These are important to conserve the soil and consulting one of the most important aspects of the biosphere. Okay, it also act as a habitat for the organisms. So this is the meaning of forest and why forest is important. Now, forest is also divided into six parts. Okay, tropical deciduous forest, tropical evergreen forest, temperate deciduous forest, temperate evergreen forest, coniferous forest, and Mediterranean vegetation. Okay. Now, what is tropical evergreen forest? These forests are also called as tropical rainforest. This thick forest occur in the regions near the equator and close to the tropics. So the location of this types of forest is near to the equator and also close to the tropics. These regions are hot, receive heavy rainfall throughout the year. As there is no particular dry season, the trees do not shed their leaves all together. Okay, so there is no dry season in this forest. So this in the here all the leaves do not shed their leaves all together. Okay. Sorry, this is the reason they are evergreen. Okay, so that's why it is called as evergreen. The questions may arise that why tropical evergreen is termed as evergreen. Okay, so the forest doesn't have a dry season, therefore it does not shed its leaves altogether. Since then it is called as evergreen forest. Okay, the thick canopies of close species trees do not allow the sunlight to penetrate inside the forest even in the daytime. Hardwood trees like rosewood, ebony, mahogany are common here in these places. Okay. Tropical deciduous are the monsoon forest found in the large part of India, northern Australia, and in Central America. Okay, so tropical deciduous forests are found in northern Australia, Central America, and large part of India also. Okay, the hardwood trees found in this forest are sal, teak, neem, and shisham. Hardwood trees are extremely useful for making furniture, transport, and constructional materials. Tigers, lions, elephants, langurs, and monkeys are the common animals found in these regions. Okay, so why these tropical deciduous forests are beneficial? Because for making furniture, transport, and constructional materials, and there are various organisms which lives here that are tigers, lions, elephants, langurs and monkeys. Okay. Next is temperate evergreen. Temperate evergreen forests are located in the mid-latitudinal coastal regions. They are commonly found along the eastern margin of the continents, okay, that are in southeast USA, South China, and in the southeast Brazil. Okay, so these are the locations where the temperate evergreen forests are present. They comprise both hard and softwood trees like oak, pine, and eucalyptus. Okay, so these are the trees which are present in the temperate evergreen forest, that is oak, pine, and eucalyptus. Okay. Temperate deciduous. As we go towards higher latitudes, there are more temperate deciduous forest. Okay, they are found in northeastern part of USA, China, New Zealand, Chile, and also found in the coastal regions of Western Europe. They shed their leaves in the dry season. They common the common trees are oak, ash, beech, etc. So the common trees found in temperate deciduous forest are oak, ash, beech, etc. Okay. The places where these types of forest are present are USA, China, New Zealand, Chile. Okay. What are the animals that are found here? Deer, foxes, wolves are the common animals found in here. Birds like pheasants, monarchs, and are also found here. So there are various organisms which are found in the form of birds and also the animals. Okay. Next is Mediterranean vegetation. The west and the southwest margins of continents are different. Okay, they have Mediterranean vegetation. It is the mostly found in areas where Mediterranean Sea is Europe, Africa, Asia. So therefore it is termed as Mediterranean. Okay, because it is found near the Mediterranean Sea in the continents of Europe, Africa, and Asia. This kind of vegetation is also found outside the actual Mediterranean region in the California, in the USA, Southwest Africa, Southwestern South America, and Southwest Australia. So these are the places where the Mediterranean vegetation is present. Okay, the question may arise that why Mediterranean vegetation is known as Mediterranean. Okay, so since it is found near the Mediterranean Sea or near to the Mediterranean Sea, it is termed as Mediterranean vegetation. Okay. Now, Mediterranean regions are marked for high dry summers and mildly rainwater winters. Citrus fruits such as oranges, figs, olives, and grapes are commonly cultivated here. Because people have removed the natural vegetation in order to cultivate, there isn't much wildlife here. Okay, so coniferous forests are also called as taiga. So our next type of forest is coniferous forest. Coniferous forests are also called as taiga. These forests are also seen in higher altitudes. Coniferous forests are tall, softwood, evergreen trees. The woods of these trees are useful for making pulp, which is used for manufacturing paper and newsprint. Okay, so this type of forest or the woods used in this forest in the form of trees are very much helpful in making pulp, manufacturing paper and newsprint. Okay, matchbox, packing box are also made from the softwood trees, and cheer, fox, mink, polar bear are the common animals found here. Okay, so these are the animals which are found in the coniferous forest. Grassland areas where the vegetation is mainly grasslands are one of the main species of the natural vegetation. Okay, grasslands are usually found between the drier areas and the wetter areas. These are grasslands with tall grass and others with short grass scattered around the world. Grasslands actually have different names as you can travel in the world. In North America, grasslands are called prairies. In South America, grasslands are pampas. Veld is the name for grasslands in South Africa. In North Africa, you find savannas, which are tropical grasslands. So grasslands has been termed different in different places. Okay, now what is this the meaning of grasslands? Okay, grasslands are the places where the tall and the short grasses are found and scattered all around the place. Okay, so that is the meaning of grasslands. Okay, a place full of grasses, either the tall grasses or the short grasses scattered around an area. Okay,